When we think of BBC period dramas, the same names often come up: Pride and Prejudice, Downton Abbey, North and South. But tucked away in the BBC archives are other gems, bold stories that slipped under the radar, dramas that dared to take risks, and series that still feel fresh years later. These shows may not have received the same global spotlight, but they carry the same emotional weight and stunning storytelling that the BBC is known for, from courtroom battles that reshaped history to gothic tales that blur the line between the living and the dead. These underrated dramas deserve another chance to shine. Today, let's explore some of the BBC's most overlooked treasures. Garrow's Law. Set in the late 18th century, Garrow's Law follows the fiery barrister William Garrow as he fights for justice in London's Old Bailey courtroom. Inspired by real cases, the series dives into the birth of modern legal defence, where Garrow defies tradition by insisting the accused deserve representation. Each trial is gripping, exposing corruption, cruelty, and the cracks in a system designed to protect the privileged. Yet it's not just a courtroom drama. It's also a portrait of one man's courage to challenge authority, even at personal cost. Period detail brings Georgian London alive, flickering candlelight, wigs and gowns, and the tension of lives hanging in the balance. Though acclaimed during its run, the show has since faded from memory, making it a true hidden gem. For those who love courtroom intrigue mixed with history, Garrow's Law offers both intelligence and heart, the living and the dead. This gothic period drama takes us to rural Somerset in the 1890s, where Nathan Appleby, a psychologist, inherits his family's estate with his wife Charlotte. At first, it seems like a fresh start, but soon the house and village are plagued by strange supernatural events. Ghostly apparitions, whispers in the fields, and a creeping sense of dread unsettle Nathan, blurring the line between science and superstition. It's a period drama with a chilling twist, exploring not only the haunted countryside but also Nathan's haunted mind. Though it ran for just one season, its mix of history and horror gives it a unique edge in the BBC's catalogue, making it a gem for fans of both period pieces and supernatural thrillers. The Rainbow. Based on D.H. Lawrence's novel, The Rainbow explores the struggles and desires of Ursula Brangwen as she grows up in late Victorian England. Unlike many period dramas that focus on social convention, this story dives into the private battles of identity, independence, and forbidden love. Ursula's journey from a curious schoolgirl to a woman determined to live on her own terms feels modern, even though it's rooted in the past. The BBC adaptation captures both the beauty and suffocation of small-town life, with sweeping countryside scenes set against the confines of classrooms and strict households. Its candid exploration of sexuality and freedom set it apart from other dramas of its time, yet it never reached the acclaim it deserved. For those who want something raw, human, and emotionally complex, The Rainbow is a bold hidden gem in the BBC's catalogue. Banished. Set in the late 18th century, Banished takes us far from England to the harsh penal colony of New South Wales, Australia. Here, convicts and soldiers clash daily, trying to survive in brutal conditions at the edge of the empire. At its heart is a love story between a convict woman and a soldier, a relationship forbidden and fraught with danger. But survival is the true theme: hunger, punishment, and the desperate fight to hold on to dignity in an unforgiving land. The series doesn't shy away from cruelty or injustice, showing the fragility of hope when freedom feels out of reach. Though short-lived, Banished delivers raw emotion and striking performances, making it one of the most underrated period dramas on the BBC. It's a reminder that history wasn't only written in ballrooms and estates, but also in the dust and struggle of places far from home. Peacock Spring. This lesser-known BBC drama transports us to colonial India in the 1950s, where two Anglo-Indian sisters return from school in England to live with their father, a British diplomat. Their new life is marked by cultural clashes, forbidden romance, and the challenges of growing up between two worlds. The lush backdrop of India contrasts with the strict expectations of British society, creating a story that's as much about identity as it is about love. The film delves into themes of belonging, race, and freedom at a time when old colonial structures were beginning to crumble. Peacock Spring stands out because it tells a story rarely shown in period drama, the voices and struggles of those caught between cultures. While it never gained the popularity of bigger productions, it's a hidden jewel that deserves recognition for its daring and heartfelt portrayal of post-colonial life. The Narrow Road to the Deep North. Set across decades from a passionate pre-war romance to the horrors of a World War II POW camp, The Narrow Road to the Deep North follows surgeon Dorigo Evans, Jacob Elordi, and Kieran Hines as he recalls his brief forbidden affair with Amy Mulvaney Odessa Young. Their love, born in a fleeting moment of freedom, becomes both his solace and torment during the brutal Burma Death Railway ordeal. As an older man, Evans' reflection on love, survival, and guilt reveals how some relationships outlast life itself. Rich in time-shifting storytelling, this miniseries captures the endurance of human connection amid war's cruelty, making it a powerful new entry in BBC back catalogue worth discovering. South Riding. Adapted from Winifred Holtby's novel, South Riding is set in 1930s Yorkshire, where political and social change ripple through a small community. At the centre is Sarah Burton, an idealistic new headmistress determined to uplift her students and challenge the inequalities around her. Her path collides with Robert Kahn, a wealthy landowner weighed down by personal struggles, and their relationship simmers with both tension and tenderness. Beyond romance, the drama explores class, poverty, and the fragile hope of progress during the interwar years. Its landscapes are as much a character as the people, windswept fields, stark classrooms, and the scars of a society still recovering from World War I. With its strong performances and socially conscious storytelling, South Riding deserves far more recognition as one of the BBC's most thoughtful period dramas. The Singing Detective. A groundbreaking series blending noir, musical, and period drama, The Singing Detective is unlike anything else in the BBC catalogue. The story follows mystery writer Philip Marlowe, bedridden with a debilitating illness, who drifts between hospital reality, childhood memories, and the dark detective tales he imagines. Set partly in post-war England, the drama layers period detail with surreal sequences of song and fantasy, creating a complex tapestry of storytelling. While it isn't a conventional period piece, its post-war setting and exploration of trauma, identity, and memory give it historical weight. Praised critically yet often overlooked by modern viewers, The Singing Detective is both challenging and rewarding. It's a reminder that BBC period drama can be daring and experimental, reaching far beyond bonnets and ballrooms. The Devil's Whore. Set during the English Civil War, The Devil's Whore follows Angelica Fanshawe, a woman swept into the turbulent politics of the 1640s. As monarchs fall and armies rise, Angelica's life intertwines with figures like Oliver Cromwell and Edward Sexby, forcing her to navigate a world where loyalty and survival are constantly tested. The series blends romance, intrigue, and historical drama, capturing the chaos of an era rarely depicted on screen. What sets it apart is Angelica herself. Her journey from noblewoman to survivor makes the story deeply personal amidst the larger backdrop of revolution. With strong performances and rich period detail, it's a gripping look at a time of upheaval. Though praised critically, it remains little known among viewers, making it one of the BBC's most underrated gems. The Mayor of Casterbridge. Thomas Hardy's tragic tale comes to life in this BBC adaptation, set in the 19th century. The story follows Michael Henchard, a man whose youthful mistake, selling his wife and daughter at a fair, haunts him for the rest of his life. As he rises to become the respected Mayor of Casterbridge, his past resurfaces, unravelling everything he has built. The drama is steeped in themes of guilt, fate, and the impossibility of outrunning one's sins. Though overshadowed by more glamorous BBC productions, The Mayor of Casterbridge stands as one of the most searing character studies in period drama history.